Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. LINK continues to be in this sideways correction. You will remember that I think a week or a couple of weeks ago I highlighted to you that this will probably take a little while, which was one of the reasons why I activated my grid bot. I did not assume that this correction would be finished very quickly. It seems to be a wave 4 correction. These can often take time, and especially when we consider the actual duration, of this wave 2 down here. I mean, I can add here, for example, the what do we have here? The trend-based FIB time tool. If we take the length of this wave 2 and just project it out, if we then look for the same length again, one second, just need to adjust this or we don't see it. Just want to show you, where are we from a FIB time-based point of view. So basically when we arrive at that 0.5 here, that would be 7th of December, then we can say, okay, we've completed half of the length, the duration of this wave 2. So we really only have completed a little bit more than a quarter of the time. Just talking about the time here. Again, it's not super reliable. I normally don't use the FIB time tool, but we need to have a certain proportion in these waves. So to have a really healthy wave 4, we'd like to have at least a noticeable wave 4 that has roughly the same length as the wave 2. Now it doesn't need to be as long, because this was pretty long actually down here. It took, I think, more than 1.5 months basically for this wave 2 to complete. So the wave 4 at least a little longer would be ideal to have a nice and healthy wave 4 and a good base to start the wave 5. It's not that I like boring price action, but it is just the case that I know that we typically want a healthy wave 4, or it's not reliable and it forms a good base for a 5th wave. So basically the idea is that we completed a 1-2 setup down here, completed the 3rd wave, and we're now in this 4th wave. The support level is unchanged and has been very consistent over recent weeks, so between $9.75 and $12.88. That's the key support level or range, and the $11.04 level would be one of the ideal targets for a 4th wave. The 38.2 retracement is typically the ideal level that is mentioned for a wave 4 correction. Now let's zoom in. Here you can see that the 3rd wave likely completed here on the, 12th of November. And we completed 3 waves down. I'm counting that as an A, B, C structure. Yes, the wave 4 could already be complete technically, but not when we look at probabilities, okay? So technically, of course, because we have a 3-wave move down actually into the support region. The price reacted, which is what you would expect from these support regions. That's why we have them and focus on them. However, first of all, the rally isn't really impulsive, and in addition to that, it would have been a very, very shallow, unreliable wave 4, okay? So when we look at wave 4s, we want them to be healthy and reliable, and it looks as if the wave 4 will extend a bit. So if the wave 4 extends a bit, then this was likely the wave A. We might be dealing here currently with a wave B in 3 waves. This can take all sorts of shapes and sizes, right? I mean, it's even possible that this A wave here isn't finished yet. So this would form the A, then the B and the C. So it can take a lot of different, shapes here, formations. Important is to understand that it needs to be a corrective structure. So overall, it needs to remain a 3-wave corrective structure. But I have no evidence. At the moment, I have no evidence that this C wave has started. At the same time, I have no evidence that the wave 4 is complete. So I currently assume, if we really try to understand the microstructure here, that we are still in this B wave somehow, okay? So there are different ways how this could play out. And there is an important micro structural resistance level here around $15.40. So that's going to be important. That needs to break for the price to rally into resistance here. And then we have resistance of the B wave up to $18.30. Only above that level, I would assume that a lasting low has been established already. Yeah, that's my update about Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find the links in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.